Well, a former classmate of the suspect in the foiled terror attack on an airliner says he is shocked, and there was nothing from their school days that gave any hint that Umar Farouk Abdulmutallab could carry out the crime of which he's now accused. Our CNN's Mary Snow, she got a chance to talk to that young man about his former friend. Mary, how did he describe him? What did he say about the suspect?
Well, Suzanne, he really is just in disbelief. The years we're talking about are middle school and some high school years. He describes his former schoolmate as peaceful and remembers him as being very religious. Efamina Mokadi is having a hard time making sense of how his former schoolmate, Umar Farouk Abdulmutallab, could now be a suspected terrorist. Mokadi, seen here as a student, went to the same school as Abdulmutallab in the Western African nation of Togo. When you heard this news, what was your reaction?
I was shocked and I was surprised and I didn't believe it at first till I saw more photographic images which showed that this was a student that I went to this was a student I went to school with. So once I saw that, I was like, man, this is unbelievable. This is out of this world. We would have never guessed.
What was he like?
He was a peaceful person. He was a friendly person, sociable, and someone, if you had a problem, you can always go and talk to, and he was always willing to help students, and a lot of teachers in the school also liked him because he was also an intelligent kid.
Was he a religious kid?
He was a devout religious person. He worshiped, religion was one of the key aspects of his life, and he was someone that, always prayed and, followed the traditions of his religion.
Was there anything that he ever talked about that made you think that he was somewhat of a radical at all?
Nope, never.
Mokadi, who's 20, says he last saw Abdulmutallab in 2007 when Mokadi left Nigeria to come to the U.S. He describes the boarding school he attended with Abdulmutallab in Togo as a small elite school. He says while the two mostly talked about basketball, they sometimes did discuss religion. Mokadi is a Christian and says he did ask Abdulmutallab questions about negative perceptions about Islam.
What we saw on TV was being people portraying them as bad people. And, that's what led me to the curiosity even to talk to him and ask him, is it true? And he said, no. If you ever see me come to school with with a bomb or something, nah, it's always peace. That's what the main philosophy of general is about Islam.
Mokadi says in the last few days he's been keeping in touch with former schoolmates on Facebook.
They were all shocked. Some of them are terrified. Some of them don't want to talk about it. Some of them are like, I can't believe it. Some of them are like, wow, this is unbelievable. Some of them said, at first some of them don't even want to believe that's him.
And I asked Mokadi about what may have happened to Abdulmutallab in the years since they went to school together. He just doesn't have an answer. He just kept saying that he is completely in shock. Suzanne?
Mary, you can tell how surprised he is. It just doesn't seem like the same person he used to know. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Mary.